The Crunch take on the Laval Rocket on this Wednesday night at Place Bell. Fifth matchup of the season between the Crunch and the Rocket. First one here in this building, and the last one of the season. First one, though, since the middle of December when the Crunch and the Rocket split a series two-game set. The last one was a shutout loss for the Crunch back in the middle of December. Syracuse comes in with a four-game point streak. They're 3-0-1-0 in the last four games. Their most recent game was an overtime loss against the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins on the road Saturday night. The Crunch on the travel here finally got a practice day in yesterday, and head coach Ben Grew feels like that'll get this team back to where it needs to be heading into tonight's matchup with the Rocket.
We've had a good practice yesterday. That was our first practice in more than a month. With the schedule, we've been giving a lot of days off, so you can tell that our game is slipping a little bit. So we had the discussion with our team that we got to play a certain way. And even though we're not practicing, we got to have the mindset and push ourselves to play a certain way, practice a certain way, and move on the ice a certain way. So I think that's when you watch our game, we're not as effective as we can be. But I think they understand that we had a good practice yesterday, and hopefully we're going to bring this team back on track.
This is the fifth matchup of the season between the Crunch and the Rocket. Syracuse has won 3 of the first 4, but the Crunch know that in each game it's been a challenge, and they expect that again here tonight.
Yeah, they're a good team. I remember we came in here and we just snuck out one in a shootout 3-2 versus them last time we were here, and they're a hungry team. I mean, they're out there playing for jobs for next year and stuff like that and trying to work their way into playoffs, so it should be a good game tomorrow night.
So tonight it's the Crunch and the Rocket, 5th of 6 matchups this season. They'll wrap up this season series in the final week of the regular season in Syracuse, the opening game of a 3-3 weekend. Crunch and the Rocket playing for the 5th time this year. Syracuse with 3 wins, the Rocket with 1. The Crunch are 1-1 here this season against the Rocket here this year. You can catch all the action on ESPN Radio and AHL TV. Tonight, Countdown to Crunch Time presented by Supercuts gets underway at 7:15. The puck drop follows at 7:30 as the Crunch wrap up their road portion of this season series with the Rocket tonight from Place Bell.